Hello, wonderful family. Another glorious day and another beautiful opportunity to share the word with you. Hallelujah. Today, I just want us to dwell a little bit on Psalm 1 to 3, particularly dwelling in verse 3. Basically, let us just go straight to Psalm 1, verse 3, where he says that this man that is described, the one who does not settle or take refuge in the counsel of unrighteous men. But basically, he's talking about the Christian in verses 1 and 2. He says that he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. That is basically what God says concerning you and me, that we're like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that our leaves will not wither and we will bring forth fruit in season, and whatever we lay our hands to do will prosper. Another rendition says that everything this man does or this woman does will succeed. Has that been your experience? Or are you one who, after a little while of trying and apparently doesn't seem to succeed, and you say that one failed? Do you know that God expects you as a Christian not to succumb to such antics of the devil or wiles of the devil to say that this venture failed? Why is that? He says that everything that you lay your hands to do will succeed. If it appears as if it's not succeeding, it's your responsibility to say what God has said, that it is succeeding, it is successful. Then it has no choice but to succeed. Why? Because God, when he said that, said it as God. And he's not a man that he should lie. So it's either that the thing doesn't succeed and God lied, or it is appearing as if it's not succeeding. But God cannot lie and the thing must succeed. For it to succeed, when it appears as if it is not succeeding, you would have to hold and stand your ground, saying what God has said, despite what you are seeing. Remember, the Bible makes us understand that we should be like those, the elders in faith, who through faith and perseverance or patience inherit the promise. Are you one of us who through faith and persistence and perseverance inherit the promise? Or you have faith for a time, and when it appears as if it's not succeeding, you don't persevere, you're not patient, you let it slip from you. He says that if we turn back, that he will not have any pleasure in us. He won't have pleasure in us. But we are not of those who turn back unto perdition, but we believe unto the end. We persevere. If he said whatever you lay your hands to do will succeed, by his holy name, whatever you lay your hands to do must succeed. Even though it looks as if it's not succeeding, it's your responsibility to speak to it and tell it what God has said. Say, hey, you, this business endeavor, God said that you succeed. So I don't care how you look, you are succeeding. It's the same way with ill health. He said that by the stripes of Jesus you were healed, and there's an ailment staring you in the face. If you mouth what you're seeing, the ailment gets worse and it will take you out. But if you say what God says, that I don't care how I look, I don't care what it looks like. God said that by the stripes of Jesus I was healed, and so I am healed, so I'll be healed. That illness will have to find somebody else to go and pull that stunt on, not on you. And it's the same thing with everything you lay your hands to do will succeed, will prosper. You call it prospered. You call it successful, despite how it looks. You tell it, hey, I don't have time. I'm not moved by how you look or what you seem like. I'm here to tell you what God said concerning you. I'm here to call you what God calls you: successful, prospered, prosperous. So you better be. I will not open my mouth and call you what you look like. I will only say what God has said concerning you. I am prosperous. My business is prospering. And you stand your ground. No matter how it wants to beat you around, you refuse. That's what God expects of you. Because he didn't lie when he said it. He said, let God be true and every man a liar. It might not look that way for a little time, for a little while. Don't worry. Don't walk based on what you see. Rather, walk based on what God has said. Because like I said again, God is not a man that he should lie. He never lies. It's impossible for God to lie. Impossible. So what he said is. So stand and say, I choose to stand in confidence on what God has said, as opposed to what I can see. What I see must change. And you speak to it in that wise. It must change. Call yourself the successful one, the prosperous one. It might take a little while before it comes into being. Don't bother yourself about it. As far as God knows, you are doing what he has called you to do. It must turn out as he has said it will be. God bless you. Hallelujah.